Hey guys, so I want to talk about how in my psychic medium sessions, my work has evolved. So, when I first started TikTok, which I'm sure was where most of my people are coming from, I actually didn't want to start a TikTok. My guides had been pushing me to, and I was like, no, I didn't really. I thought TikTok was more for younger people. I'm in my 30s. And my guides were like, you have to do it. There's certain people you have to reach. And so I listened to them because they're always right. And I made a TikTok and I made it last November and it just kind of took off and it really grew my psychic business. And at first, when I started, I immediately started doing Starseed Origins because that came through really strong for me. Sometimes I can even look at a person. I can just look at a person and I can go and ask my guides, where's their starseed origin? And they'll tell me and they'll show me. But it's just kind of surface level stuff. They'll just kind of tell me what energy it is. And then I started with clients when I connect with them and their guides. I started seeing past lives from other planets, and I started seeing exactly where you're from and that sort of thing. And I just wanted to mention that with star seeds, most of my clients that I get from TikTok are star seeds. When I come across a person who's not a star seed in my work, I am surprised, pleasantly surprised, because I just don't get a lot of them, to be honest. um, because it's my understanding that like half the people on Earth now are probably star seeds who've come in to help with this ascension we're going through. But that's what it first started happening and evolving. So I would do Starseed Origins, and then I'd also be able to talk to your guides because I talk to my guides really well, can have full on back and forth interactions with them, exchanges in real time. And then I didn't mean to start doing this, it just started happening. I'd be talking to their guides, and then past loved ones came through. And I was never thinking I was going to be a medium. I thought I'd do Starseed Origins and guides, but once I'm there talking to your guides, past loved ones come through because oftentimes they want to talk, they want to say hello, that sort of thing. And that's been a really beautiful experience. I feel like it's really made me feel really close to clients because it's such a personal thing. And then, of course, with the Starseed past lives, I was also seeing Earth past lives, which is just as easy. And then I started seeing future lives, which aren't exactly certain, but based on where you're vibrating now, is the potential future timelines I see you're moving towards. So sometimes clients will ask me, like, oh, do you see a love interest coming? And any psychic in the past that has told you that they definitely can see the future, what they're seeing is the most likely timeline based on where you're vibrating now. And because we have free will, you can change where you're vibrating, but a lot of people don't change their vibration too much. So when you ask me that, I can see potentials that you're heading towards and I can tell you what that is. But that's just my own personal experience. I never studied mediumship. I just got into following other mediums this last year. But this is just my own personal experience of this. And then what started happening is I started seeing the person's, like, in my mind's eye, I can see a lot. I'd see past lives. I kind of see them like movies. But then I started seeing people's energy fields, and then I started seeing what's wrong with people's bodies. So I see red energy if something's like inflamed or upset, and then I can ask my guides go into that red energy and be like, what's going on here? So I can see thyroid issues, I can see gut issues. I've had clients where they're like, okay, what's wrong with me? And I'll look and I'll be like, there's something wrong with your pancreas. Are you diabetic? And they're like, I'm pre-diabetic. That's crazy. So I'm learning as I go, honestly, because new different things start coming through. Another thing with clients is the only thing I need to connect with you is, I guess, your permission. And then I just need your name. I don't need to know what you look like. And I get your name and your birthday. And then I connect to your guides. And that's been really easy for me. But what's funny is sometimes clients are like, "Oh, my starseed origin is this. Where's my husband from?" and I can look and see where the husband's from. I can look and see where the kids are from. I can look and see everything. So, it's been a really wild ride. It's been really cool. As I've gotten more psychic, I've realized that there's like this psychic energy, this web that connects all of us, and that we all have access to this information, especially now with how high the vibration of the planet's going. It's like we're all kind of tapped into this energy. And it's very, very cool. I feel like the veil is getting thinner. Um, I had a very weird experience this week that I want to mention that has to do with the veil getting thinner, and I'll explain. I was walking my dog, and I was walking next to a park, and all of a sudden, kind of superimposed on each other, I was looking at the trees and I was just thinking, like, oh, they're so big, that's so, like, they're so beautiful. All of a sudden, superimposed on it, I saw the trees not as tall. So I saw the regular tree, I'm walking, I'm seeing that, and then superimposed, I saw the tree not as tall, like I'm looking at it in the past. And I was like, that's weird. And then I saw a row of cars parked at the park, and then superimposed on these cars were cars from like the 50s. And I was looking, I felt like I was at a point in time where I was seeing current time, and then superimposed on it, I think I was seeing a vision of this exact place in the 50s. And let me tell you, the thing that I noticed the most is the 50s cars are a lot shorter than the regular cars from today. And I was like, it only happened for a few seconds. And I was like, whoa, because I was relaxed. Whenever I'm relaxed, I'm very psychic. I noticed that and I was like, I was taken aback and I pulled myself out of that relaxed state. And I realized that I was seeing a vision of the same place back in time. And that was really crazy. I don't do that super often, but it was a very cool experience. So if you guys have any experiences with time or how your mediumship has grown, I would love to hear them. Please comment.